And the rush is on tonight at 11 with small businesses now preparing for another round of federal relief funding. The president signed that latest measure today, so another $320 billion is now on its way to business owners in need. But after the first round of loans ran out quickly, there is concern tonight that those most in need might not get there in time. Andrea, we know a lot of Indiana businesses missed out on that first round of funding.
Absolutely, Scott. In fact, as you can imagine, it put a lot of pressure on Hoosier business owners to make some very, very tough decisions. Tonight at 11 o'clock, our own Alan Carter shares the story of one Muncie restaurant that was prepared to close until a surprise knock came at the front door.
The coronavirus has not been kind to most businesses, and they felt it hard at Merck's Family Dining.
How much did business slow down?
90%. 90% from day one after we couldn't serve people anymore.
The virus nearly upended a decade of service in Muncie. Matters made worse when the owners couldn't get a government small business loan.
We were going to close, yes. Absolutely. When we got turned down for the loan, we couldn't do it.
And that led to this Facebook post that they tried to stay open, but can't pay the bills. That was until the following day.
The next day, it was me, her, and two other people, and we got slaughtered.
Slaughtered in a good way.
You got 2 fish and chips on one order.
All righty.
The rush started.
There is that for you. Give me a ranch and raspberry vinaigrette.
And hasn't stopped since.
Well, better than sitting around.
Customers supporting a small business.
I'd like to place an order.
All right, what can I get today?
To the point where it's hard to keep up.
Well, they've been a good business in the community for quite a while now, and they do a killer breakfast.
If we can help, we need to help because we're going to restaurants anyways. And if we can get here and help, that's what we need to do.
You are welcome.
They don't know how long it will stay this way.
Have a good night.
But for now, they're still cooking.
I mean, it was so emotional. My wife and I mean, we sat there the other night and we just started crying. I mean, it was just unbelievable. The customers that we have and the loyalty that we have here. It's amazing, though, when people find out what's really going on, what they do.
No doubt, tears of joy. Alan, thank you so much. As far as the owners are concerned, they have already submitted their paperwork for the second round of SBA loan funding. They hope to find out next week if it's finally approved. We'll keep you updated on that story. Also tonight, we are getting a better idea of how many Hoosier businesses benefited from the first round of the Paycheck Protection Program. According to the Indiana Bankers Association, nearly 36,000 loans were completed, totaling almost $7.5 billion. The first round of funding ran out in about 2 weeks. This next round is expected to run out even quicker. And also tonight, a lot of small businesses are just hoping to stay afloat until the state finally starts reopening. And tonight, Governor Eric Holcomb is giving us a better idea of when that could actually happen for the state. In fact, today he revealed he is not considering waiting until the end of May like our neighbors in Illinois. So we should start seeing the gradual reopening process sometime in the next few weeks. Our current stay-at-home order only lasts through next Friday on May 1st. The governor has been signing extensions 2 weeks at a time, so of course we'll be watching closely to see if there's another one. Meanwhile, Governor Holcomb signed an executive order today allowing hospitals to resume elective medical procedures, but only if they have enough protective gear on hand.
Tonight, we're getting a better idea of the impact that COVID-19 has had on the state of Indiana because for the first time, state health leaders are now releasing the number of presumptive deaths from the coronavirus. So what is a presumptive death? This means the virus contributed to a person's death, but they were not tested for coronavirus before they died. Now, this is going to give us a better idea of how many Hoosiers this virus is really impacting. So far, Indiana has 79 presumptive cases. The presumptive deaths are going to stay separate, though, from the other numbers that we're going to give you tonight. So far, Indiana has more than 13,000 positive cases statewide. 741 Hoosiers have died from COVID-19. Let me give you an idea of what's happening here in central Indiana. Marion County, the most populated county, still has the most number of cases, more than 4,500. Hendricks County has 582, Boone County with 177, Hamilton County has 670 positive cases, Madison County has 379, and we're also keeping a close eye at what's happening up in Lake County with 1,445 cases. Now, the good news that we heard today from the State Health Department is that they've been tracking the number of people who have COVID-19 who have been hospitalized, and we learned today that 80% of those COVID patients have now been released from the hospital. And we've also heard state leaders weighing in today on recent comments from the president about injecting disinfectant to fight COVID-19.
I certainly have had some individuals that have reached out and asked about the wisdom of doing this, and we have assured them that that is not something that we recommend.
As I understand it, he mentioned today that he was being sarcastic about that, and so we would, if anyone asks, we will give them sound medical counsel.
Sometimes when you're not clear with how you say things, and especially when you're at a high level where people watch, it's best probably not to venture into areas that you may not know a lot about.
Apply those disinfectants to surfaces. They work, not yourself.
The president said today his comments yesterday were sarcastic. Still, some disinfectant brands are taking precautions. Lysol, for instance, issued this warning today saying under no circumstances should our disinfected products be administered into the human body through injection, ingestion, or any other route.